Yes, sir.
Okay. So the quiz has been allotted in the MS Teams. So I inform all to attempt the quiz, which is comprises of 25 questions, 1 mark each. So attempt the quiz within 12 p.m. Okay. So 12 p.m. is the last time for you people to attempt the quiz, and I have allocated the quiz that is assignment 3 also, that is signal design problems. So you can attempt that one also. I have given both the IRC method and the Webster's method. Okay, this is the first thing I have to inform. That is quiz has been assigned in the MS Teams. It will end today afternoon 12 p.m. So everyone kindly attempt the quiz. And regarding assignment, second assignment has been assigned, third assignment has been assigned in the MS Teams. It will end on 16th or 18th, I think. So try to complete or try to finish within that time. Okay. So I will share my screen. So today we will be discussing about a detrimental effect of traffic on the environment. Is the screen is visible? Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So as we all know that traffic means movement of vehicle on the road. So because of the movement of vehicle, there are so many detrimental effect. There is a negative effect on the environment. Today we will be seeing what are those negative effects which is uh, causing the that is causing the pollution to the environment, and because of the vehicle, some adverse effect which is caused by the vehicle on the surroundings we are going to see. So the following are the detrimental effect of traffic on surrounding have been recognized to importance of merit serious study. So which is of very important things which will be causing a detrimental effect of traffic on environment, we are going to see. First one is safety. Safety means it will comes under this accident. So we have already discussed about the accidents, and again the highway lighting we have discussed. So those are the safety measures which can be reduces the accidents. That is the engineering measures. We have discussed about 3 E's of accidents, that is engineering measure, enforcement measure and educational measure. So those are the three measures which will improve the safety of the road user and the vehicle, whether it may be passenger or driver or whether it may be a vehicle. Then comes the noise. So the noise means it is the sound pollution we can call. Okay, that is a sound pollution which is caused by the vehicles. Sound pollution, or we can call noise pollution also. Noise is a unwanted thing. So sound pollution or noise pollution which is caused by the vehicle, which causes a detrimental effect on the environment. Then comes the air pollution. This is also because of the vehicle. There is the smoke or the smoke which is produced from the vehicle. Okay, the smoke which is produced from the vehicle, which will be creating a problem, that is causing the pollution in the environment. Then vibration, there is the vehicle, again the vehicle vibration which will be creating noise pollution, which will leads to the noise pollution, vibration of the vehicle. Then visual intrusion and degrading the aesthetics. So visual intrusion means poor vision. Okay, that is poor vision because of smoke, fog, mist and dust. So because of these things, there will be chances of poor vision will be there, and degrading the aesthetics. Aesthetics means appearance of the road, appearance of the traffic, which will leads to detrimental effect on the traffic. Then their severance, all these severance, how much is this accident will be causing detrimental effect, how much is the noise pollution is causing the detrimental effect, how much is the air pollution is causing the detrimental effect. Then how this air pollution we are going to consider, then vibration also, and vibration, that is how this vibration will be causing the detrimental effect on the environment. So among all these there are only two things we are going to discuss. One is noise pollution and another one is air pollution. For your syllabus they have given only two types of detrimental effect on the environmental they are given, that is noise pollution and air pollution. So in the exam you can write by your own about noise pollution, what are the sources for noise pollution, how you are going to reduce the noise pollution. Then what are the sources for air pollution also you can easily write, and what are the control measures also you can easily write by your own. Okay, this is the general concept which we are going to discuss today. There is the noise pollution and air pollution. So these two are caused by the vehicles only. The vehicles which will be running on the road or flying on the road, which will be causing this noise pollution and air pollution. Okay, is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next is what do you mean by this noise? Okay, noise means it is a unwanted sound. Okay, which is a unwanted sound. We are going to call it as a noise. Wait a minute. The presentation got stuck. Okay. So noise is a unwanted sound. So there will be no what I can say, pleasant sound. Okay, there will be no pleasant sound will be there, but because of the vehicles which will be producing unwanted sound only, they will not be producing a pleasant sound. Pleasant sound is not produced by the vehicle, but they will be producing the unwanted sound only, that is which will be irritating in nature because of their vehicle horn, then because of their engine problem, because of their vibration, which will be producing the unwanted sound. So noise, you remember noise, which is a unwanted sound which is produced by the vehicle. Then increasing the urbanization and industrialization, which will leads to noise pollution. So what are the main causes for this noise pollution is one is urbanization and industrialization. Urbanization means moving of people from rural area to urban area because of their jobs. Okay, urbanization means moving of people, moving of people from rural area to urban area for jobs. So that we are going to call it as urbanization. So the people nowadays, what will happen means the people are moving from rural area to urban area for seeking the jobs, or if they are if they are having the jobs means they will directly move from their rural background or rural area to urban area, which will leads to this noise pollution. Okay, how it will be leads means if more number of people are there means they are going to buy their own vehicle. If they are buying their own vehicle, which will be creating problem, that is urbanization, which will leads to urban traffic problem, which will be causing, so there in turn they will be causing the noise pollution. Then industrialization, that is industrialization because of setting up of industries, because of setting up of industry for giving the jobs to the rural people, for setting up industry for giving the jobs to the rural people, increase in industries in the urban area, increase in industries, which will leads to this noise pollution. So remember the increase in urbanization and industrialization leads to noise pollution. Then noise in city is the result of a number of activities such as road traffic, aircraft, railways, industrial and constructional work. Okay, what are the major source for the noise is road traffic. That is the movement of the vehicles which are on the road, because because of the movement of the vehicle on the road, which will leads to road traffic, which will be causing the noise pollution. Then aircraft, as we all know that the majority of the sound, the major sound pollution is obtained from this aircraft. When you go nearby the airport, you can feel that what is the noise which is produced by the aircraft. Then railways, usually especially the railways also causing the noise pollution only when they are horning. Okay, when they horn the rails means then only it will be irritating. Then industrial and commercial constructional work, because of the construction of the building or construction of the roads, there will be some noises which will be generated, so which will be creating the noise pollution. So remember, noise in the city is a number of activities. That is noise is generated because of this road traffic, aircraft, railways, industrial and constructional work. So these are the major cause for the noise pollution. One is road traffic, aircraft, railways, industrial and constructional work. Then comes the effect of noise. Okay, so the detrimental effect of traffic noise can be considered under the following three major groups. Okay, that is when you undergo this, when you experience this noise pollution means what will happen to you? So it will irritate you. That is you are going to have with irritation. Then nervousness, increased stress, sleep disturbance, and increased blood pressure. Okay, so whenever you have this noise pollution, there is a unwanted sound. When you hear this unwanted sound means you are going to have this irritation. Okay, why you think that why they are making so much of noise and all those things, you are going to get, that is irritation. Then nervousness. Okay, you are going to get nervousness because of this noise pollution. Then automatically when there is nervousness means it will leads to increase in stress. Okay, which will increases the stress also. Then sleep disturbance, as we all know that if the small sound occurs when we are sleeping means which will leads to our disturbance in the sleep. So the sleep disturbance we are going to have it. Then automatically if there is a increased stress means automatically the blood pressure is going to increase. Okay, these are the some effects of noise pollution. One is irritation, nervousness, increased stress, sleep disturbance, then increased blood pressure. Okay, these are the five ill effects of this noise pollution. Okay, five ill effects of this noise pollution. Again these five are divided into three. They have came under the three headings called subjective effect, behavioral effect and physiological effect. What is this subjective effect? So annoyance, that is annoying, the sound which will annoy us is the noise, so which will be making irritating. So irritation, that is annoyance. Disturbance, if we can't concentrate, if we are experiencing a unwanted sound means we can't concentrate on what we are doing. That is the work what we are doing, we can't concentrate because of this annoying sound which is annoying us. Then dissatisfaction, if we are not concentrating on the work, which will lead to the dissatisfaction. Then bother and noisiness. So because of the noise pollution, the effects are a subjective effect which will leads to annoyance, disturbance, dissatisfaction, bother and noisiness. Then what are the behavioral effect? That is how human can behave when we experience this noise pollution. One is sleep. Okay, it will disturb the sleep. Then speech or any general task. Speech, you can observe when there is a huge rallies of these political parties, there you can see this noise. Okay, noise pollution which will leads to uh, interrupt the speech of the which will interrupt the speech of the person who is speaking. So which will leads to disturbance in sleep and disturbance in speech. And any general task that is whether it may be writing the notes or whether it may be reading. So if you are doing any general task also, if there is any increase in noise level means you are going to have the disturbance. Then physiological effect, high level of noise causes deafness. As we all know that if the noise levels are greater, so we are going to have with this deafness. That is we are going to encounter with this deafness if noise pollution is more. Okay, is it clear? Is it clear? Effect of noise. Kindly respond. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Next is a generation of noise. What are the sources? We can call it as a what are the sources of noise? I told vehicles are the major source for noise. Okay, that is vehicles are the major source for unwanted sound. Unwanted sound. So the first source is a noise generated by various parts of the vehicle. So you can observe when the vehicles are procured newly. When we brought the new vehicle means they will not be creating any noise. That is the unwanted sound will not be coming from the new vehicles. Okay, new vehicles will not be producing any type of sound. But the older vehicles, okay, the older vehicles because of their damaging parts which will be creating the noise in the environment. So remember the noise is generated by the various parts of the older vehicle, not with the new vehicle. Only we can say that older vehicle will leads to generation of unwanted sound. Then noise contributed between the interaction between the vehicle and the road surface. As we all know that the road surface is not plain, it will be having some undulations. Because of the undulations the tire is going to move on the undulated road, so which will leads to the sound by the various parts, okay, which will leads to that is when you move a bus or your two-wheeler on the undulated road means you are going to have some vibration. Parallelly you are going to have some sound from your vehicle. So the noise which is contributed by the interaction between the vehicle and road surface we are going to consider. Then noise dependent on speed, flow and density of traffic. So the noise is basically depends on the fundamentals of traffic flow also. Fundamentals also it will be affecting. How it will be affecting? So if we are moving at higher speed, your vehicle is going to produce the sound rather than producing the sound at lower speed. When you are moving at higher speed, it will produce more sound. Then flow. If more number of vehicles are moving means automatically the horn, they are going to horn it because to make the way, so which will leads to the noise pollution or which will leads to the production of unwanted sound. Then density of traffic, if more number of vehicles are on the road means it automatically produces the unwanted sound. Okay, so when the speed is higher means you are going to produce more sound. That is, you are going to produce more noise when the speed is higher. And a flow to make the path for the vehicle which are on the road is going to horn, which will leads to sound. Then density, if more number of vehicles are there on the road means it automatically produces the traffic noise. And an important source of noise generation is the vehicle itself. I told right. So these are the some general causes for noise pollution. What is the main cause means it is the vehicle only. So the vehicle will be producing the major noise. Okay, that is the unwanted sound is produced by the vehicle only. The elements that contribute to the vehicle noise are engine. As we all know that for every vehicle there will be engine which will be creating a noise. When the engine is in running means you will be having some noise or a sound you are going to get it. That sound, unwanted sound, we are going to call it as noise. Then inlet of the engine, which is also, if there is any problem with the inlet of the engine means, then it will leads to sound pollution or noise pollution. Then exhaust. Nowadays, what it became a trend that changing the exhaust. That is the silencer. We can call it as the silencer of the vehicle. If you nowadays it became a trend that modifying the silencer to produce the noise pollution. Okay, so which will leads to the noise pollution. That is modifying the silencer or exhaust. Then brakes. As we all know that in older vehicles, if you are not properly greasing or oiling the brake means which will leads to sound. I think you have observed in BMTC buses. Okay, when they apply brakes means there will be some sound which will be produced by the brakes. Then as usual we know that horns, that is the major source for noise. If for making the path, if we keep on horning which will leads to sound pollution. Then door slamming, where you can observe in the trucks or in the cars you can see this door slamming. If the proper door setting is not provided means there is chances of door slamming. Then body structure, that is the structure of the vehicle. Okay, if the body parts of the vehicle are perfectly in their place and it is perfectly tight in nature means the sound will not produce. If there is any loosen of the any body parts of the vehicle which will leads to generation of noise. So remember, in the exam if they ask explain or write a short note on generation of noise means you have to write these points. There is noise generated by the various parts of the vehicle. It is produced by the interaction between the vehicle and road surface. It is also dependent on fundamentals of traffic flow, that is flow, density and speed. Then important source is the vehicle itself. We know the important source of the noise pollution is vehicle itself. In the vehicle, what are the parts which will be contributing the noise pollution? It is engine. So as we all know that the older vehicles will produce a higher sound rather than the new vehicles when it comes for engine. Then inlet, then exhaust, that is the silencer of the vehicle. Nowadays the people are modifying the silencer and they're catch hold by these police officers and they'll be putting fine because of the change in the silencer. Then brakes, you can easily experience the application of brakes in the BMTC bus. Then horns, that is the we can say that the horn which is produced by the vehicle to make the path for moving the vehicle. Then doors slamming, that is the door slamming. If there is a doors are not properly designed and properly maintained means there will be chances of door slamming. Then body structure, I told right, body parts if they are perfect in their position means there will be no production of sound. If there is, if their body parts are not in position, if they are in loosen condition means there will be chances of generation of noise will be there. Okay, is it clear? Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, something has happened.
Yes, sir.
Wait a minute, I'll share my screen again. So you can write by your own, that is the noise pollution you can write by your own. Wait a minute. Wait for 2 minutes. Something is wrong with the PowerPoint presentation. I am rectifying it. So you can write by your own about this noise pollution and the air pollution. The next that is how you are going to measure this noise pollution and all those things we will discuss. Wait a minute. I'm sharing my screen again. Something is wrong with the presentation. It's not responding. Wait for 2 minutes. So wait a minute. Something is wrong with the presentation. I'm rectifying it. Okay, I'll display in the MS Teams only. Wait. Now are you able to see? Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, tell me. Any doubts? Wait a minute, it's loading. Okay. So we were here. So, as we all know that the engine, inlet, exhaust, brakes, horns, door slamming and body structure which will leads to cause for noise. Then some of the factors you should know about the noise pollution. That is motorcycle and scooters are generally noisier than passenger car. Okay, this is the general concept we have to know that the motorcycles which will be producing more sound than the four wheelers, that is the cars. Then commercial trucks are the main source. Okay, commercial trucks are the main source for the noise. Why? Because of their large horsepower, they will be creating more sound because of their highest engine capacity. Because of their highest engine capacity, they will be creating the noise in the environment. Then as the vehicle grow holders, that is when you brought the new vehicle, which will not be creating the sound, but as the time progress the vehicles are going to produce the noise. Then type of road surface and its major generator of noise. Then measurement of noise. So the noise is measured in terms of decibel. Okay, that is a decibel, which is unit of sound pressure level. So remember, noise is measured in terms of the decibels. Then control of traffic noise. So what are the various controls you are going to or what are the various measures you are going to take to control this traffic noise? There is a changes in the design of vehicle. There is a change in the design, that is the engine design. Change in the engine design so that which produces lesser noise. Okay. Second one, changes in tires or road surface. I told right, because of the undulated roads the vehicles are going to produce more noise. So changing the road such that removing the undulations from the surface of the roads, which will leads to the control of traffic noise. Then elimination of noisier vehicles, that is the elimination of old vehicles which will produce us the noise. If we eliminate those vehicles, we can easily control the traffic noise. Then modification in traffic operation, that is modifying the traffic operation, that is changing the staggering hours, that is the working hours can be changed or working hours can be altered. That is, if we are having the working hours from 8 to 6 o'clock, means we can change it to 7 to 5 o'clock or 7 to 4 o'clock, like that. If there is any modification in the working hours also, we can easily avoid this traffic noise. Then designing the streets, building and areas for producing less noise. So you are going to design the roads, that is soundproof roads. Now it has become a trend that soundproof roads are getting designed. So designing the streets, that is the roadways, buildings and areas which will produce us lesser noise. How we can say that it will produce us lesser noise? So by making the lesser number of roads and by utilizing the more public transport. If we go for public transport, means we can easily avoid this noise pollution. Okay, is it clear? What are the controls? In the exam they will ask what are the causes for noise pollution, what are the control measures for noise pollution. So the causes we have already discussed. So these are the causes. So in the previous slide we have discussed these are the causes for the noise pollution, and the remedial measures for noise pollution is, these are the 5 points you have to remember. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next one is air pollution. So air pollution, as we all know that it is a general term everywhere we are seeing, and now because of this lockdown, the air pollution of Bangalore city was reduced. It was around 2 to 3%. It was there when the lockdown was announced. Because of the lesser movement of vehicle, the pollution rate has been came down. So here also the air pollution, which is related to polluting the air, that is a physical, chemical and biological changes of the environment. Because of this air, we are going to call it as a pollution. Okay, pollution means the physical, chemical and biological changes in the environment, that we are going to call it as a pollution. If we are relating it with the air, means because of the air, if there is any physical, chemical and biological changes are occurring in the environment because of the air, that we can call it as air pollution. So pollution of the atmosphere by fumes and smell emitted by the motor vehicles. There is the smoke which are emitted by the motor vehicle which will be causing this air pollution. Then presence in or introduction into the air of a substance which has a harmful or poisonous effect. That we know that the smoke which is produced from the vehicle which is harmful in nature, which is having the poisonous effect on nature. That is if we take that smoke which is produced from the vehicle means which will leads to damages in the lungs. Okay, which will leads to damages to our lungs. So it is harmful in nature. Then the presence of toxic, harmful, flammable materials in quantity such that it will cause harmful effect on vegetation and living beings in a particular region may be referred as air pollution. So not only on the living beings the air pollution will be causing, so on the vegetation, that is on the in the environment also it will be causing the pollution. That is the vegetation, that is whether it may be growing of it which may reduces the growing of the tree, which may reduces the growing of fruit. So that can also be a chances will be there in the air pollution. Then what are the major air pollutants? I told right the smoke which is produced from the vehicles which will leads to the air pollution. So what are all the things the smoke consists of? So the major source of the pollutant is the exhaust gas which is emitted by the internal combustion engine. As we all know that the combustion is going to occur inside the engine only, that is in the vehicle. The petrol or diesel is going to burn there and it is going to produce the energy for vehicle. So whatever the gas which is emitted by the internal combustion engine consists of carbon dioxide. Okay, carbon dioxide is the major air pollutant. Water vapor which is obtained from the industries, unburned petrol sometimes because of poor efficiency of the internal combustion engine, unburned petrol is going to produce, which is a major air pollutant. Carbon monoxide, this has it is having a harmful effect on human being. Oxides of nitrate, nitrogen, sulfur oxide, so which is the death causing gas. Okay, sulfur oxide which is a death causing gas. Lead compounds, these are also harmful to human being which are produced from the internal combustion engine of the vehicle. Carbon particulates, that is particles, small particles which are produced from the engine, that is from the smoke, those are causing the air pollution. Then particulates, the minute particles which are present in the atmosphere which will leads to air pollution. So remember the major air pollutants are carbon dioxide, water vapor, unburned petrol, carbon monoxide, oxides of nitrogen, oxides of sulfur, lead compounds, carbon particles and particulates. Okay, these are the some major air pollutants we can see in the air pollution. We can see these things in the air pollution. Then what are their effects? Okay, so we have seen major air pollutants. Now how this effect on the human being? So carbon monoxide, okay, which causes nausea, heart palpitation, that is which will leads to heart attack, difficulty in breathing. I told right, carbon monoxide is a dangerous gas which will leads to, if we consume the carbon dioxide means which will leads to difficulty in breathing. Okay, it will directly attack the hemoglobin of the blood and which will leads to death also. Sometimes if the hemoglobin content is getting reduced because of this carbon monoxide, consumption of carbon monoxide, which will leads to death also. Remember the effect of air pollutants, that is carbon monoxide, which will causes heart attack, difficulty in breathing, leads to death. Then sulfur dioxide, I told right, very dangerous chemical it is which affects the mucous membrane, causes oxygen deficit in body, similar to your coronavirus, okay, which will create a oxygen deficit in human body. Here also the sulfur dioxide will create a oxygen deficit in the human body. Then oxides of nitrogen causes asphyxiation. There is a respiratory problem. It will create respiratory problem, and which will create a respiratory discomfort. That is, you can't breathe easily. You can't breathe easily. Larger concentration will leads to fatal. That is a death you are going to have it. That is if more concentrated nitrogen oxides are present. Then hydrocarbons, irritation to eyes, skin and lungs, quite injurious to health also. So when the hydrocarbons comes in contact with your skin or eyes means you are going to get irritating. Sometimes you can observe, you can experience in the signals. Okay, if more vehicles are there means sometimes your skin get irritating. Okay, so you have to see that the traffic, if the traffic is more means there the air pollution will be more, which will leads to irritation. Then what are the measures for controlling air pollution? So the first one is reducing the pollutant at the source only. That is which is the source? The vehicle is the source for air pollution. The vehicles and the industries. If we reduce the pollutant at the source itself means we can easily reduces the air pollution. That is extracting the pollutants at the sources, which will leads to reduction in the air pollution. Then use of small cars instead of bigger ones. That is, nowadays they came up with electrical cars. Okay, utilization of electrical bikes and cars, which will leads to reduction in air pollution. Then patronage of public transport system. So utilization of public transport system. Yes or no? So we can easily reduce 80 to 90% of the traffic pollution, traffic and the air pollution and noise pollution can be reduced only if we use public transport system. Then use of alternative fuels and methods of propulsion. That is utilizing the alternative fuels like biodiesel, biofuels are now they have came up with this biofuels and electrical vehicles. So utilization of alternate fuels and methods of propulsion, we can easily reduce the air pollution. Then staggering working hours. I told right, for noise pollution also, if you change the working hours means we can easily reduce the air pollution also. Institution of parking restraint. So if we are not providing any parking space for your vehicle means you are going to use public transport only, rather than getting your vehicle parking in some places, which will utilization of your vehicle will leads to air pollution. So if we put a restraint or restriction to your to parking your vehicle, you are going to use or you are going to utilize public transport system, which will leads to reduction in air pollution. Then restraining traffic through road pricing. There is if your vehicle is on road means you have to pay. If they made if you are running your vehicle on the road, then you have to pay some amount means the people will get fear. So if we take the vehicle means we have to pay money. Which will it is the tendency of human that saving the money. So by paying the amount for traveling rather than paying in the public is good. So that's why again it will lead to utilization of public transport system. Then controlling idling engines during traffic delay. So this is the major thing I have observed, that whenever there is a traffic congestion means kindly switch off your vehicle. Don't keep it in idling condition, so that production of gases will be more. That's why, so keep the engines in idle position or keep the engines in half position, OFF off, shut off your vehicle and you can stand. Then by construction bypasses and ring roads, rather than moving the heavier vehicles inside the city, if you construct a bypass or ring roads outskirts of the city means, which will leads to reduction in air pollution. Then the major thing is planting the tree. So the tree will absorb all the pollutants which are produced from the atmosphere, that is which are present in the atmosphere, which will produce oxygen. So by planting a tree in the environment, which will leads to reduction in air pollution. So these are the some control measures we are going to adopt for air pollution. So remember, in the exam they will ask these things. There is what are the effect of major air pollutants, then what are the measures for controlling the traffic pollution. There is air pollution, and they will ask like this: write a short note on air pollution. So first you have to write what do you mean by air pollution, what are the major pollutants, and effect of air pollutants and measures. Simply remember 5 to 6 measures for controlling the air pollution. Any 5 to 6 measures you remember. Okay, is it clear? Is it clear? Is it understood? Air pollution?
Yes, sir.
Any doubts in this air pollution and noise pollution? You can ask me. So we have left out only one concept in the fourth module, that is promotion and integration of public transport system and non-motorized transport. We will discuss it on Monday. That is Monday I am going to wind up this fourth module, and from next Wednesday I am going to start with module 5. Okay, is it clear? So we have to solve one problem on this highway lighting. Okay, simple problem. We will solve it on Monday. Okay, I'll stop here. Any doubts in this? So again I'm announcing that the assignment 3 has been assigned in the MS Teams, and quiz has been assigned in the MS Teams, that is quiz 4 related to module 4. So attempt the quiz, complete it within 12 p.m. 12 p.m. within 12 p.m. complete it, and submit the assignment within due date. Okay, within due date you have to submit your assignment. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can leave. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.